Hi, and welcome to Rick's Corner. Let's talk about professional wrestling. Let's talk about people who want to become professional wrestlers. It's going to be 2011 in January. People are starting new careers. People are thinking of new lifestyles. People are thinking of making changes in their life. Well, in the month of December and November, November and December, I had an extreme amount of calls, emails, and texts from people who want to become professional wrestlers from all around the world. And I want to say a few things that I said before because it didn't seem to sink in, and maybe this will. When you call me, or if you call any school, leave a message, because so many of you call me and they don't leave a voicemail. You just hang up. How am I to know what you want, and how are you going to find out what you want if you don't let me know? Being a professional wrestler means being a professional person, being a business person. The wrestling business. It's the entertainment business. It means that you wrestle, it's entertainment, and then you have the business end. Business end means you conduct yourself like a gentleman, you handle it like a business, and you treat it like a business. Now, every one of you who call me always start out with the same sentence. It's been my dream since I was 3 years old or 4 years old to become a professional wrestler. I need to fulfill my dream. It's what I want to do more than anything. Fine, we all have dreams. We all have to reach our goals, and we all have to pursue what we want in life because we're only here one time. Make that one time count. But take into consideration, to become a professional wrestler, it's a lot of work, and it costs a lot of money. If you're going to go to a school, you got to pick a good one, and you're going to have to pay for it. Any school, any college, any trade school, anything you do for a living takes training, and training costs money. No one does it for free. We all have to make a living. If you do this, there's no guarantee that you will become a professional wrestler, because there's too many things that they take into account. For example, your height, your weight, your look, if you have the charisma to sell an audience, your personality, all these things figure in. Just because you know a couple of moves doesn't mean anything. It's not about the moves, it's not about the wrestling, it's about your character, and will people spend money to buy tickets to see you in the ring? Do you have that personality or that charisma? Take a good hard look in the mirror, because there's guys on TV that you see that have that. Don't become one of those guys. Don't say, I want to be like Triple H, or I want to be like John Cena. They're already done. Those are done. You need to be something different. You need to be your own person. And you have to have something unique that people want to see. WWE takes a hard look at everybody. They're really scrutinized, and they get rid of a lot of people. So you have to have that special something. Join the gym. Get your body in shape. Don't have to be a muscle man necessarily, but you need to look like an athlete. So many people call me, they're 5'4", they're 107 pounds. All right, obviously that's not going to work. Many of you call me 12, 13 years old, this is what you want to do. Sure you do, but by the time you're 18 or 20, you might not want to. You can train, have fun, and do it, and learn it, but that might change throughout the years. If you call me, obviously my area code is 818. It says it right on my website. Where's 818? Look it up. It's Los Angeles, California. You call me from Ohio, you call me from Oklahoma, Arkansas. I want to come to your school. Did you take into consideration I'm in Los Angeles? And you're 17 years old, you're still in high school, or you're out of school and you don't have a job. How are you going to do that? How are you going to come here? You tell me you're going to move. How are you going to move here without a job? Who's going to support you? How are you going to pay for an apartment, a car, and earn money and pay me to train you on top of it? It takes a lot of money. Take that into consideration, because you can't do it unless you can pay for things, and you have to live, and LA is an expensive place to live. So when you call and you want to become a professional wrestler, you call me, leave a voicemail. I will call you back, and I will talk you through it. Or if you get me on the phone, ask me. Don't be afraid to speak up. A lot of you stutter on the phone. I want to be a wrestler. You don't know what to say. You see the guys on the mic ever stutter? They know what to say. That's the way you have to present yourself. Now, it takes a lot of training. Don't ask me if the ring hurts. Don't ask me if the rope hurts. Don't ask me if the boards hurt when you fall. Yes, they do. And if you can't take it, then don't do it. There's no easy way around it. It's painful. There's injuries. You get hurt. You break noses. You get things happen to you that you don't expect. That's part of the business. It's just not all puff cake out there. So when you think about doing this, take all those things into consideration. Stay in school. Get an education. Find a career that you can make money with in case this doesn't work, because pretty darn chance it's not going to work. You might make $20, $30 a show, but to make big money like WWE takes a special person, and only a few people make it. And then a lot of them are released at 30, 35 years old, and they have no job or no career or no expectations of doing anything. Think about that. You got to have a backup plan. When plan A doesn't work, go to plan B. Always in life have plan B, because if you don't have a plan B, then you don't know. Many of you call me and you don't have a job and you don't have a car. All right, how are you going to get here? How are you going to pay for classes? Have you thought it? Well, you tell me you're working on it, and maybe next year. Then call me next year when you have a job and you have a car. Don't ask me a year in advance. I could be dead by then. Anything could happen. So Plan these things out. Think logically. If you're 13 years old and you're calling me and your parents don't know it, you better get the permission, because when I call back and they found out you called, they're mad. They don't want you calling me because you don't know what to say. You ask me questions, do I know John Cena? I'm not going to discuss those things with you. I'm not going to tell you who I know. I'm not going to tell you who I worked with in the business, because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about training. If you're going to mark out and just want to talk to a wrestler on the phone, then call somebody else, because I don't want to discuss that. It's not what we do here. So take all these things into consideration. Work on your body, work on your personality, get a microphone, record yourself, learn how to speak, and learn how to talk to people, learn how to talk to a camera. Learn what charisma is in the ring, how to work an audience, because it's more about working the crowd than working the hold. And you'll see this all the time when you watch wrestling. So that's my tips for wrestling, if that's what you want to become. Now, if you live near me in Los Angeles, you want to come to the school, I'll let you come watch. If you want to join, yes, you have to pay. Everybody pays. And you have to have a job to pay for it. Don't tell me you're looking for a job and you might think about it. If you're not committed, don't bother coming, because I'll put you through a test, and if you don't do it, and it's going to be a part-time deal, don't come here. No school wants that. No school wants a part-time trainee, because those people aren't committed. And we spend a lot of time grooming and working with people, and then they quit and do something else because they can't afford it or they lose interest. Then that's not what we want. So that's my tips for becoming a wrestler in 2011. Take it, use it, think about it, learn it, and apply it. And maybe you just might have a chance, but think it through. And this is the best advice you're ever going to get from anybody. And remember, Rick told you. And stay tuned for more Rick's Corners, because I'll bring you more about wrestling, bodybuilding, anything you want to know. And have a happy holiday. Bye-bye.